All right, welcome to another deep dive. This time, we're all about the Data Whisperer.
Hmm.
It's a LinkedIn learning path, and I bet a lot of you out there
Yeah.
have seen it. You're intrigued. You want to know more. You want to learn about data analysis, right?
Definitely.
Maybe even make a career out of it.
Right.
We've got a ton of articles and notes to help us unpack this whole thing. But
Yeah.
before we even hit enroll,
Right. Well, you're right. It is a hot topic and it can open doors,
hmm,
but you don't just jump in. You
right.
need to kind of step back for a second.
Okay, I like this. Yeah.
Think about what's the blueprint?
Okay.
What are your career goals?
Yeah.
What do you even want to do? What do those dream roles require?
So basically, like an audit of kind of like where your skills are.
Exactly.
But if
Yeah.
you're brand new to data analysis, how do you even know where to start with that?
Use LinkedIn. It's a great tool.
Yep.
They have that skill assessment thing
Right.
you can take, see where you stand, and then, job descriptions. Look at those. What are they saying you need?
Oh, okay. So like must-have skills.
Yes, exactly. You got it. So
Got
it's a combination.
right.
What you need for your dream job
Okay.
and what's hot right now.
So we're kind of finding that like sweet spot between the two.
Yes, yes. And cloud computing is hot. Data analytics is hot. AI is hot.
Yeah. The Data Whisperer has all of that in there. So
Exactly.
that does have a
Right.
lot.
Don't forget about those non-technical skills.
Oh, those are key.
Super important.
Communication, right? Presenting the data.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, presentation
Yeah.
skills are huge. And that's also on LinkedIn Learning as well, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Now, what about,
So you don't feel overwhelmed.
yeah. Yeah, what about when you look at, like, all the tech
Right.
and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so behind.
Yes. The technical debt.
Yeah, technical debt. How do we tackle that monster?
Don't try to learn it all at once. Just focus on what you need
Okay.
for the task at hand.
So if you're working with AngularJS, for example, you're
Right.
working on a legacy project,
Yeah.
don't take the Angular from scratch course,
Right, right.
Find the one for migrating, to the new version.
I see, I see.
So be very focused on what you actually need.
So it's about being very laser focused and strategic in your learning.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and then you mentioned this concept earlier
Yeah.
of micro learning. What's that about?
It's a game changer, especially if you're busy.
Okay.
Just little bite-sized learning,
Oh, okay.
Watch videos at 1.5x speed
Hmm.
during your break, something.
Okay.
15 minutes can make a huge difference.
Okay.
It's about fitting it into your life.
So you're not overwhelmed, right?
Exactly, yeah.
All right, cool. So let's unpack the Data Whisperer now.
Okay, let's get into it.
What's in this treasure chest?
Well, it starts with SQL for data analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how to query databases.
Yeah.
That's like the bread and butter. And it even covers like window functions in there,
Oh, wow.
which are important for, powerful data manipulation.
Nice, nice.
Then we move into the visualization part with Tableau, which I know is exciting.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
It's such a beautiful way to present data.
It is. It takes all that raw data and makes it like
Exactly.
understandable and like pleasing to the eye too.
It does, and this one gets into like calculated fields,
Uh-huh.
so you can do some cool stuff with dashboards.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty exciting.
Okay, what else? What else is in store?
We've also got Introduction to Machine Learning with Scikit-learn.
Okay.
No PhD needed.
Oh, good.
It's a gentle introduction into the world of AI.
Okay.
Build some basic models, so...
All right. So no need to be intimidated by machine learning?
No.
No.
No. And then we have Python for data science,
Mm-hmm.
which is really essential because Python is kind of the go-to language
Oh,
for manipulating and analyzing all that data.
I see. So you're really learning how to work with the data there.
Yes, clean it, manipulate it, extract insights, all that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And then there's also statistics foundations.
Oh, yes.
Why is that a crucial part of this?
Because data without context is just noise. You need to understand what the numbers mean.
That's right, right.
So statistics is really the foundation for that.
I see. So it's like the difference between like looking at a map versus actually knowing like where you are and where you need to go.
Exactly, yeah. And don't forget, with all of these courses,
Mm.
don't just watch the videos passively.
Okay.
Go do the challenges.
Which challenges? Okay.
LinkedIn Learning has data analytics challenges.
Okay.
They're like mini projects, so you can actually practice.
So it's that hands-on experience, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
So you actually learn
That-
instead of just watching someone else do it.
Yeah, let's be real though. Keeping up that motivation
Oh, I know.
to finish these courses
Yes,
is tough.
it can be.
So how do we prevent ourselves from getting lost in like the data jungle out there?
It starts with your why.
Your why. Okay.
Why are you even learning this?
Yeah.
You know, what's the purpose?
Right.
Career shift, promotion,
Yeah.
or just the thrill of unlocking those insights from data.
Mm-hmm.
That why is going to keep you anchored
Okay.
when things get tough.
That's so important. I think that's true.
Yeah.
With learning anything, like I remember when I was first learning to code, I hit this huge wall
Mm-hmm.
and I had to like remind myself,
Yeah.
like, okay, this is why I'm doing it.
Yes.
I want to be able to make my own website.
Exactly.
And that kind of like kept me going.
Yeah. Yeah. And celebrate those small wins.
Okay.
You know, do you finish a module?
Yeah.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Use a tool like Trello or
Mhm.
Notion, you know, track it visually.
Oh, I love visual trackers.
Yeah.
I'm all about checking those boxes.
Ex-
Yeah, those are great. But what about like the inevitable roadblocks? Like what about
For sure.
the frustration of like getting stuck?
Yeah. Reframe it.
Okay.
Don't see it as a failure.
Right.
See it as a learning opportunity.
Okay.
Every time you get stuck, you're figuring out a gap in your knowledge.
Yeah.
Fill that gap.
Okay.
Then you're even stronger.
I like that. It's like, yeah, it's part of the process, right?
It is. It is.
The learning process.
Yeah.
And what about like the community aspect of this?
Oh, so important.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Okay.
Find a buddy.
Like a study buddy.
Yeah, or join some LinkedIn groups.
Yep.
You know, people who are doing the same thing.
Oh, so you can like kind of like all commiserate together.
Yeah. Celebrate the wins.
Oh, I like that. It's like a data analysis, like Cheer Squad.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then what about like self-belief
Oh, that's huge.
in all of this?
It's so easy to get discouraged. When you're learning something new, especially when it's challenging,
Mm-hmm.
keep a journal of your accomplishments, like no matter how small.
Okay, yeah.
Like every line of code you write,
Mm-hmm.
every function you master, every insight you get,
Right.
celebrate it.
So you can like look back and be like, wow, I actually like
Yeah.
did all this stuff.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to share it with mentors
Oh,
or
the-
peers,
yeah.
not just for praise, but for feedback.
Right, like constructive criticism.
Yes, that outside perspective is so valuable.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can really help you grow.
So it's that combination of like building your own confidence, but then also
Yeah.
being open to that feedback as well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and then you talked about consistency
Yeah.
as being a key ingredient here.
So important.
So what are some ways that we can make learning
Yeah.
like a regular habit?
Even 15 minutes a day
Okay.
can be transformative.
Okay.
Find ways to make it enjoyable. Put on your favorite playlist. Treat yourself
Okay.
to a little reward.
Like a little treat.
Yeah, after you hit a milestone,
Ooh, I like
make
that.
it a ritual you look forward to.
So you're not like dreading it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm all about those little rewards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what about when we hit those plateaus
Oh, yeah.
where it feels like we're not really progressing as quickly? How do we handle that?
They're natural. Don't beat yourself up.
Okay.
Use that time to revisit fundamentals
Okay.
or explore a side project.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes a break from the main path
Mm-hmm.
can give you a fresh perspective.
I see. So it's like taking like a scenic detour
Exactly.
on a road trip.
Yeah.
Sometimes those lead to like the coolest discoveries.
Yeah, and you never know what you'll find.
Okay. I like that.
And for inspiration, look at other people
Okay.
who've successfully made that transition
Into data.
in data roles. Yeah, LinkedIn's great for that.
Mhm.
You can see all those success stories.
So inspiring.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. So that can help you kind of like get back on track.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, I had a student once who was struggling with object-oriented programming.
Right.
Tough concept,
Yeah.
ready to give up.
Okay.
And then they had this brilliant idea
Okay.
to apply it to their houseplant collection.
Wait, they were using code for their plants?
Yes.
That's amazing.
They had a lot of plants.
Oh, okay.
And they, wanted to keep track of everything. So they found that personal connection
Oh, I see.
and it clicked.
That's so cool. So they like took something
Yeah.
that was like difficult
Yeah.
and applied it to like a passion.
Exactly.
And then it made sense.
And they're thriving now.
That's awesome. Oh, I love that.
Junior developer.
That's so great.
So it's possible.
I love that. Okay.
Achievable.
All right. So let's talk about some of the tools that can help with this consistency.
There are so many great tools out there
Yeah.
to really supercharge
Yes,
your
sir.
learning
Okay.
for staying focused.
Mm-hmm.
The Forest app,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's a Pomodoro timer,
Okay.
but with a twist.
Okay.
You grow virtual trees.
I've heard about this. That's really cool. It's like having a little forest on your desk.
I know, it's so
Yeah,
cute,
that's-
and it really helps.
Yeah. What about for the actual like learning platforms?
Yeah.
Do you have any that you kind of like gravitate towards?
LinkedIn Learning is great for this.
Okay.
It tracks your progress. It gives you those certificates.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also suggests
Right.
new content.
Yeah, based on kind of like
Right.
what you've already done.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I like that. It's like a personal learning assistant.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And what about finding that community
Yes.
and kind of like the accountability aspect?
Free Code Camp is great for that.
Okay.
It's free, supportive community, lots of challenges and projects.
Oh, cool. So you're actually like building real things.
Yes, it's a great way to connect and build skills.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about when we just need like those little nudges?
Oh, I love Todoist for that.
Todoist. Okay.
It's a simple task manager,
Mm-hmm.
but you can set recurring tasks.
Okay.
So every day, it's like time to learn.
Oh, I like that. It was like a little digital
Yeah.
accountability buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and if you like games,
Mm-hmm.
Habitica,
Habitica. Okay.
it turns your goals into a role-playing game.
Oh, wow.
So you complete tasks,
Mm-hmm.
you earn points,
Okay.
you level up your character.
Oh, that's really fun. So it's like gamifying
Yes.
learning. Yeah.
That makes it fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what about like reflection
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like, looking at how far you've come and Notion.
And Notion's amazing for this.
Yeah.
It's like a digital notebook,
Mm-hmm.
but on steroids.
Yeah, I love
You can
notes.
track your progress. You can journal, you can plan.
Yeah, it's super flexible.
It's great.
Okay, so we've got all these tools, right? Can you give me like an example of someone using all of them together?
Oh, yeah. Imagine someone's using Forest
Okay.
to stay focused
Mm-hmm.
during those LinkedIn learning sessions,
Okay.
and then connecting with Free Code Camp
Okay.
for community and support.
Right.
Then they schedule learning blocks in Todoist
Mm-hmm.
with reminders.
Yep.
Then they level up their Habitica character
Mm-hmm.
as they hit milestones.
I love it.
And then they reflect on everything in Notion
Okay.
and make adjustments as needed.
Wow, that's like
That's the ultimate setup.
a recipe for success right there.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. But
It doesn't have to be all the tools.
Right.
Just find what works for you.
so it's personalized, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool. Now let's zoom back out to LinkedIn Learning itself.
Okay.
It can be like a little bit overwhelming
I
to
knew it.
look at everything. Yeah. What are your tips for like navigating all of that content?
First, use the search bar.
Okay.
Be specific.
Right.
So instead of typing in coding,
Mm-hmm.
type in data visualization techniques for beginners.
Okay, yeah. Get really, really specific.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then use those filters.
the filters.
Oh,
yeah.
skill level, course duration,
Mm-hmm.
software you want to learn.
Oh, okay.
It's all there.
Very cool. So you can really tailor it
Yeah.
to what you need.
Exactly.
And then you mentioned learning paths earlier.
Oh,
Can
yes.
you tell us a little bit more about those?
They're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They're like curated collections of courses
Mm-hmm.
designed to take you step by step
I see.
towards a specific goal.
So instead of me like trying to piece together like, okay, I need this course and then this course and then this course, it's like, boom, here's the path
Here's the roadmap.
to get there.
Yeah, they cover a wide range
Okay.
from becoming a software developer to data analysis in Excel.
Wow. So it's like a personalized curriculum.
Yeah, it's like having a guide.
That's awesome.
And LinkedIn Learning is always adding new ones.
Okay, cool.
So it's worth checking back
Very cool.
to see what's available.
I like that. All right. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, definitely check those out.
Yes.
What other tips do you have for like finding those like hidden gem courses?
Ask your network.
Oh,
You know, what have they taken? That was really helpful.
Yeah.
Follow some industry influencers.
okay.
They often share their favorite courses,
I see.
on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like getting those insider tips.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the instructors.
Okay.
LinkedIn highlights their credentials.
Right.
So you can see their experience.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel more confident.
Yeah, you want to learn from the best.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget about the skill insights
Oh, yeah, yeah.
on LinkedIn. Go to the skills section
Mm-hmm.
or look at job postings. What skills are in demand?
Oh, I see.
Use those keywords when you search.
Oh, smart. So it's kind of like a little cheat sheet
Exactly.
for like what to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And before you dive into a course,
Mm-hmm.
check the ratings and reviews.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
See what other learners are saying.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them offer a preview video.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it's like a test drive.
Oh, yeah, those are super helpful.
See, if you like the instructor, if the content resonates,
Right.
and then the personalized recommendations,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn Learning suggests courses
Right.
based on your profile,
Yeah.
your job title,
Mm-hmm.
your skills, your activity.
Oh, okay.
They're getting pretty good at it.
So it's like kind of curating
Yes.
for you, which is like really helpful.
Yeah, they're taking all the guesswork out of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Any other tips before we move on?
Use My Learning
Oh, yes.
to save and organize,
Mm-hmm.
create collections
Like
like Data Visualization Mastery or Machine Learning Fundamentals.
keep it all organized
It's a great way to keep everything in one place.
so you don't get lost. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, let's say someone wants to learn Python.
Okay.
What would that look like?
Search Python Basics.
Okay.
Filter for beginner,
Mm-hmm.
under 5 hours.
Okay.
Check the reviews. Watch the previews.
Mm-hmm.
Save those to your collection.
All right.
Python Power Up.
Nice.
And then maybe follow up
Nice.
with the Become a Software Developer path
Oh, okay.
for a deeper dive.
I like that. So you start small and then you go big.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I think this has been
Yeah.
a really nice like overview
Yeah.
of how to use LinkedIn Learning like a pro.
Hopefully that was helpful.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
But I want to circle back to the learning paths
Oh, yeah.
for a sec.
Let's do it.
Because you talked about how they're kind of like this curated collection
Yeah.
of courses. So,
They're like guided tours through specific skills
okay.
or career goals,
Okay.
taking the guesswork out of it.
So it's like that roadmap for
It is.
success.
Yeah. So you've got become a software developer,
Okay.
master data analysis in Excel,
Okay.
build your personal brand,
Wow.
even expand your leadership skills.
Oh, okay. So all kinds of different topics.
A lot of options.
Yeah, I like that. It's diverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How are these learning paths structured, though?
Methodically,
Okay.
the courses in each path
Mm-hmm.
are arranged step by step.
Oh,
Start with the fundamentals,
right.
then progress to more advanced concepts.
So it's kind of like climbing a staircase of
Yeah.
like data mastery,
Yes.
step by step.
And they don't just focus on hard skills.
Oh,
A lot of them incorporate those soft skills.
okay.
Communication, collaboration.
Right, which are crucial
So important.
in any job, really.
Yes, especially data roles.
Okay, very cool.
When you get those certificates.
Ah, yes, the certificates.
Upon completion,
Yes.
add them to your LinkedIn profile. They
Mhm.
can really boost your credibility, especially if you're trying to transition
Right, into a data role.
into a data role.
Yeah.
Shows you're committed to learning.
Okay, cool. So let's say someone's like ready to start on a learning path.
Yeah.
What are some tips for like using them effectively?
Choose a path
Okay.
that aligns with your goals
Right.
and your skill level.
Okay.
If you're beginners, start with become a data scientist.
Okay.
If you have some experience,
Mm-hmm.
maybe expand your leadership skills.
Okay.
Find the right fit.
So be realistic
Yeah.
about where you're at
Exactly.
in your like data journey. Yeah.
And don't jump ahead.
Okay.
The courses are designed to build on each other.
Oh, okay. I see.
Follow the sequence.
So it's like building a house. Right.
It is. You can't build the roof first.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need that foundation.
Yeah. Okay. So don't jump ahead.
And don't just watch the videos. Right. Apply what you learned.
Oh.
Create a project.
Oh, okay.
Maybe use your skills in your current role.
Yeah.
That's how you make it stick.
So bridge that gap between theory and
Yes.
practice.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And pace yourself.
Okay.
Don't try to do it all at once.
Right.
Set weekly goals.
Okay.
Like one course per week.
I see.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right. Avoid that burnout.
Yeah.
And what about engaging like with the community?
Oh, yeah. A lot of the courses have discussion boards.
Oh, okay.
Connect with other learners, ask questions, share insights,
Right.
even troubleshoot problems. It's great for motivation.
Like an online study group. Yeah.
Exactly.
I like that.
And share your accomplishments.
Okay.
When you finish a path,
Mm-hmm.
add that certificate to your profile.
Yes.
Write a
Right.
post
Right.
about your experience.
Show off those wins. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So learning paths, They offer clarity,
Okay.
they offer efficiency,
Mm-hmm.
and they offer credibility.
Okay, cool.
You know what to learn,
Yeah.
you save time,
Mm-hmm.
and the content's high quality.
It's all curated for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can you give me an example of someone using
Yeah.
a learning path?
Imagine someone who wants to be a UX designer.
Okay.
They could do the become a user experience designer path.
Okay.
It covers everything from the fundamentals
Mm-hmm.
to using Figma and Adobe XD
Okay.
and even building your UX portfolio.
Wow. So they'd have the knowledge, but they'd also have like
Yes.
like a tangible thing.
It's the project to show for it.
That's awesome.
It's a great way to get started.
Yeah. Okay. So learning paths can be really, really powerful.
Yeah. If you're feeling lost,
Mm-hmm.
it can be your compass,
Okay.
your guide.
Very cool. Well, I think our listeners are definitely
Or-
getting a good sense of
Yeah.
how to use these and
Yeah.
why they're important.
Exactly.
But we could always dive deeper
Of course.
into specific ones if we wanted to.
We could. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I think that's a good spot to kind of like
Yeah.
wrap up. What are your final thoughts?
I think the key takeaway here is data's changing all the time.
Yeah.
Tech is changing all the time. So you got to be a lifelong learner.
Right. So we're constantly evolving and kind of growing and learning.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
what's your kind of like parting wisdom for our listeners?
Be a creator, not just a consumer.
Okay.
You watch the course,
Mm-hmm.
but then take it a step further.
Right.
Build a project, automate something at work,
Right.
share your insights on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Don't just keep it in your head.
Take action. Yeah.
Put it out there.
I like that. Yeah.
Make it real.
Bridge the gap between
Uh.
the theory and the actual practice.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, this has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing your knowledge.
Of course. Happy to be here.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us for another deep dive.
Yes. Thank you.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep into that data.